And welcome back. We are joined by Lynn Orman Weiss, who helps us bring live music every week to do a little promo of next week's Blues Fest. Lynn,
Thank you
so much for joining us this morning.
It's-
What did we just hear?
We just heard I Am the Blues from the top charting album, Big Bill Morganfield. That's Muddy's middle son, and that's from his new album called Bloodstains on the Wall. And Bill will be a featured artist. He's coming in, and he'll be here Thursday, along with his brother Mud Morganfield and Dave. The Legacy Muddy Waters Band, including John Primer, Muddy Waters' last guitarist, and Rick Creer. And that is going to be the new mural, the Big Walls project. And it's going to be a mural dedication. I don't know, you've probably seen it.
Tell us more about the mural.
It's pretty amazing. Have you seen it?
Where is it?
It is
I saw a picture of
State
it.
in Washington. It is a part of the public art, year-long of public art in the city of Chicago. This guy is amazing, Eduardo Cobra from Brazil, Brazilian artist, muralist, and I'm just blown away. It's pretty extraordinary. It's 10 stories high, and it's just beautiful. And what a way to honor the city of Chicago and the father of blues music here.
We started the show today with a Corky Siegel piece. He's helping premiere a film.
Yes, well, I was going to give you a little rundown so we could play some music from Blues Fest. And everybody, the public is invited Thursday at noon to see this mural, the mural dedication, and hear the music. And there's just so much going on. I encourage everybody to go to chicagobluesfestival.us or chicagobluesguide.com. And there's just everything all over the city. We heard Sam Lay and Corky Siegel from, that was an alligator recording. And this coming Monday, part of the kickoff of Blues Fest is going to be a film called Sam Lay in Bluesland by John Anderson. It's an amazing, amazing film. You know, Sam Lay he's one of Bob Dylan's favorite guys.
Yep.
He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he's a national treasure. He's 82 years old. And that's going to be, it's a free film screening. It's going to be a talk back with John Anderson, and there's going to be a special little performance with Corky and Sam Lay on Monday.
How about we do a little music now? We're
I
going to
love that.
Big
idea.
Boss Man, Eddie Clearwater, and Soji Nieto.
That's it. Let's hear it.
Back, tell us some more, Lynn.
That is Eddie the Chief Clearwater on Soji Nieto. That is actually Eddie's guitar player and sometimes harp player or bass player. And Soji and Eddie Clearwater are on his new CD. Eddie is going to be headlining at Buddy Guy's on Friday night. It's just a part of this whole blues week, and that's a 10:30 show. But also there's a new festival in Bronzeville, and it is going to showcase Soji Nieto, and that with Eddie Clearwater, and that's Thursday evening, I believe. That starts at 6 p.m.
This has been one of the complaints over the years for both Jazz Fest and Blues Fest is that they have this great downtown concert, but the neighborhood venues kind of go dead and dark for a week or two. Is that changing? Is that shifting?
It's all over the neighborhoods. I mean, really, there is just so much going on. You know, after Blues Fest, during Blues Fest, so yeah, there's a lot. As a matter of fact, one of the things I had started many years ago, about almost 10 years ago now, was Blues on the North Shore. And that was at Space, when Space first opened. And this week alone, actually, you can see my absolute favorite artist in the whole world, Jimmy Johnson. Syl Johnson's brother, who is 88 years old. Go see these people. Go see live music now. He's going to be with Dave Spector's Adventures in Guitarland, and that's at Space. So they're bringing it to, if people don't get down to Blues Fest, they can venture out.
So what's our next piece here?
Okay, the next piece is the first headliner of Chicago Blues Fest. I want to say Chicago Blues Fest is in a new space. You can see the map on the website on chicagobluesfestival.us, and it's at Millennium Park, like Jazz Fest, and I think it's going to be absolutely great. You know, there's
Great
a lot
sound
of opposition about oh my gosh, there's not enough room, but you know what? It's gonna be wonderful because it's all about the music. So this is Billy Branch, and this is from his last release called Blues Shock, and oh, okay, Nolan, hit it. No. It's called Blues Shock. Billy is celebrating his 40th year. You know, Billy, when he first came to Chicago, played with Willie Dixon. So this is going to be an all-star cast of people up on stage: Carlos Johnson, Carl Weathersby, Rico McFarlane, and Freddie Dixon, Willie's son, and the beloved and amazing May Cohen will be one of his backup vocals. So, and Billy's all over the place too. Doesn't stop Friday night. Saturday night he's at Rose's. But Rhymefest is going to be on Friday night as a headliner also, and John Primer, the real deal, the guitarist, last guitarist from Muddy Waters, will be on the Millennium stage as well. So let's hear Billy Branch's Blues Shock.
That was different.
If that doesn't wake you up,
Yeah.
right? That's going to be amazing. I mean, Billy is just always incredible. You know, it's his 40th anniversary, and I hope everybody will come out and support him. Thursday evening, before Blues Fest, there is some of our favorite on-air guests that we've had, the original Chicago Blues All-Stars, with Dr. Jimmy Tillman, Deacon Freddie Dixon. John Watkins will be returning after his stroke. He will be there, and the new young Michael Damani and Brian Lewis.
Michael's something else. If you haven't seen him, we've had him on the show a couple times now, and he was part of our benefit concert back in February.
And that's part of the goals, and that's what I will.
And you could probably find that at livefromtheheartland.com or youtube.com/heartlandmedia.
You can, and you'll be able to hear this podcast also on our website, and it's going to include the music. So that's great. This is their third award presentation. It is at Motor Row, one of the newer venues. It's right down the street from Music Row, from Blues Heaven Foundation. And they're going to be unveiling a new pale ale, the All-Stars Pale Ale. But the most important thing is the recognizing the blues legends that are still here. Rest in peace. We just lost Lonnie Brooks. Inducted also is Eddie C. Campbell. Mary Lane, who will be at Buddy Guy's tomorrow night also, and the great Sam Lay, and Eddie Shaw, who we're going to hear the cut right now, Rock This House.
That was
Eddie Shaw.
okay. So we're running out of time here. I'm going to have Nolan run Chicago Women singing Sweet Home Chicago in the background while we thank a few people. Lynn, quickly.
Women in the Blues at Reggie's Friday night after Blues Fest, and up at 210 in Highwood on Saturday night.
We want to thank everyone who makes this show possible every week. My colleague Michael James, Katie Hogan is listening back in the home studio in the neighborhood, getting ready for tomorrow's canvas. We also wouldn't be able to do this show without Nolan Chin in the engineering booth, Alice who helped us get started today, our wonderful, wonderful intern Morgan, and of course Lynn who helps us produce live music.
Next week we got Congressman Danny Davis, and we got Pat Hanlon talking about an update on the Dakota pipeline access, DPA, whatever it's called. We're against it.
And Carl Weathersby.
And I'd like to just remember Tanya Black Calloway, who was the head chef at the Heartland. This is her birth week, and we were talking about black-owned restaurants. She didn't own our restaurant, but she made it happen.
So please do good in the world, because the world needs all the good you do.
All power to the people.